Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Yalek, and we'll try to keep this quick because I do have some places to be. But in today's video, I wanted to show you this base. Now, I tried this guy a couple of times yesterday. Yesterday was a no boost day. I have on a partial right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but one of those is masterpiece. So we've got 2 damage going, and it looks like 4 GBE. So tried that guy unboosted. That was not working with the warriors, and it's the sort of base that why am I scrolling around here? I don't know. It's the sort of base that I really wanted to take out using my warriors, so I was willing to let him sit on my map and wait, because with this account, 720 VP, it's not like I have to clear everybody every day. So today is a day for boosting, and let's see, I believe we're trying for gunboat today. That's why the resource reward is boosted. We're going to go to gunboat 22 if possible. We're going to see what I can get out of my map, and then go to the resource boat if I have to. Love that resource boat trick. As soon as HQ 22 became available, all I had to do was click once on that guy, and HQ 22 immediately happened. So it's been a few days. I should have enough in there to finish off my upgrades later. But in the meantime, so this guy, Korean letters, tried him, failed. Now, what I want to talk about is, I'm not going to show the fail because it doesn't matter. Actually, what I want to talk about is the success. But part of the reason I failed, and I have known this for a while, and you're even going to see it here with the success, is that my technique on the shield gens is a tiny bit off, and I'm going to see if we can see it here. Even with the, the partial boost going, GBE was tight on the first hit. I had enough, but I could have used a little bit extra med kit or something. So I went very minimal, didn't use any barrages, just used 2 cheap artillery to clear the only mines that concern me in this base, and use bullet as a shield so as not to have to smoke as much on the beach. Definitely wanted to get here in 4, so you can see that I was trying to stretch that a little bit. Very close to peeking out up at the top. But now, you're going to see here, we're going to watch for the press. And I think that I am off by a fraction of a second, and I'm not sure how much it is, but like 1/10 or 2/10 of a second. There's your med kit. Now, the press should have already happened on the smoke, and it's really hard to see when exactly that happens, but I'm just a tiny bit behind there. And the rest of this is all well and good because I was cheap with the GBE starting out. I had the GBE to do the things that I needed to do there, like throw those critters to clear some of the mines on the HQ while distracting the SEMO. And from here we just have 3 shocks. 1, 2, 3. And down he'll go. I'm going to go back and watch that again. Put that in quick mode. Just to see. Like, it's such a tiny fraction of time that I'm talking about. 1/10 of a second, maybe 2/10 of a second, tops. But it makes a real difference in the amount of damage your warriors take while they are uncovered, you know. Getting them smoked up quickly also helps a little bit with, well, just in general, it helps with their health. They tend to wander around, and getting that smoke out there is a big deal. So we're going to go from 1 times, we're going to go down to half times, about there, and see if we can see exactly when that press happens. So a little after 3/4, we're going to go for the med kit. That could have been a touch earlier too, but not really a problem. Should already have pressed. Yeah, it's like 1/10 of a second sooner that I want to see, and I'm just not quite getting there. And see, that's like, tanks bore me. I say this all the time. Warriors do not bore me, and part of the reason that they do not bore me is that they are so fast, and that the technique really, really matters at the end of the day. in something as significant, or something as seemingly insignificant as a tenth or whatever of a second that we're talking about here, can make a difference to your attack. The first time, I just didn't have enough warriors when I got to the HQ. I think I had, yeah, probably less than half, like 40% of my warriors. And part of that was that the mines were a little bit rougher than I thought, and part of that was that I spent a little bit too long out of smoke there. So that has been my project recently, has been, as far as PvP goes, just trying to smooth that out a little bit. Why are your mines back there? No, seriously. Why are your mines back there? That's just a weird thing. Yeah, well, we can finish this one off as I... you know, a lot of these are relatively straightforward and therefore, you know, pretty easy. It doesn't take a whole lot of thought. Like that one, like I said, I mean, one of the major adjustments was just trying to find the GBE formula, basically. Save a little bit of GBE so that I'd have some at the HQ. Managed to do that with that critter trick instead of having to barrage those mines. Was able to use that GBE to clear them and distract the CMO simultaneously, so you can see where that would save a good bit of GBE. Little things like that can make such a huge difference, just worrying about your mine clearance and so on. Anyway, that 10th or 5th of a second eludes me, and I'm going to keep working on that in the meantime. I was asked recently if I fail. Yes, I fail all the damn time. And most of the time, the fails are not instructive, but some of the time, like that. And I do hope you watch your own replays when you fail on something like that. Try to figure out where it could have been better. Usually, that's about the best I can do, is I do fail. Yeah, we all fail. That's human nature, but I try to learn something from the failure when I do. So, anyway, thought that was interesting. Thought I would share. Big deal about warships in the boom box today. This Reddit forum thing. I would recommend checking that out. Lots of thoughts. I had a question of my own to pose in there. I would hope you guys would all have questions too. I figure the more we keep them up front about stuff, the better off. Like, why just sit back and cross our fingers and hope they give us everything we want? No, I think we should tell them while they're still working on it. Tell them what you want. So go watch that, make comments, or read that. It's a Reddit thread. Some good questions, a lot of repeat questions, but some really good information in there. Still not sure how I feel about warships, but whatever. Anyway, that's all I got. I'm just babbling. I will catch you later. Take care.